Hello, everybody. Thank you for coming in here and talking about the current energies in there. Since Venus has been squaring Pluto, triggers the things that need to change, that they doesn't have balance, things that you need to improve, things that you need to evolve. And this is going to be triggering because right now, this month, Venus is squaring Pluto. The next month is going to be squaring Saturn. And these preparations that's going to be happening in the next few days, which is Venus is shifting into Scorpio, is going to help you to, during this shift of Venus in Scorpio, to understanding the wrong things that you learn about love, the things that doesn't bring balance, the material situations with others, the intimacy situations with others, and the deeper truths. First within yourself, and the second things with others. So there's gonna be this preparations in there, and that preparation is gonna come out and give you the fruits in March. And to give you a date, that is gonna be a March 31st. And this is gonna be a very special moment with this. You're gonna know about it. There is gonna be actually a point of when a Mars and Venus, who's gonna be together in Aquarius, they're kind of like gonna be left alone. The point that you know of what you need to do, you have to do it, and this is gonna be internal test. But that preparation is gonna begin right now. So look at it inside of you in the next few days until Venus is at Libra. Is about what you are missing, what you don't understand, what you need to look, because you are have to go and look for that thing while Venus is in Scorpio. So with that being said, here I want to say thank you guys for watching, and thank you for the new subscribers, guys. I appreciate you so much. Okay, if you have any question, concerns, or anything in there, you have my email that way, right there. So, talking about those energies, I brought in into the chat for you guys. Here is the chat, and I'm talking about this right in here with this energies that it's coming in there. That is a Venus opposing Pluto, and during the day, as you see it, those powerful divine energies here towards the masculine energies, they already went through this process. That was when Mars and the Sun were traveling through Scorpio. Now it's a Venus turn. That is a divine energies, divine masculine energies are getting it from there. But now it's a turn for the divine feminine love energies to be coming in there, especially that the moon and Venus, they're gonna be meet each other before the new moon. And this is a gonna be interesting because that is gonna be, you can see the generational stuff in there, but that is gonna be coming in right now as an energy because that shift is gonna be more and more coming in. So, talking about then an hour after that, as you see it, the ascendant, it goes into the authority in there, a beautiful energy of what the inner work is, of maintaining the balance. You may pay attention to a lot of the masculine energies right now. They still have some this grip from Saturn in there, but that grip it's going to be coming out in about 2 3 days in there towards Mars. The authority, the sun is out of that grip, and through that movement it's ready to express, it's ready to do, it's ready to actions, it's ready to talk in there. Mercury is in a very good position, so very good communications in there. And looking at of that energies, the balance is going to be maintained as long as you don't kind of like talking about this energy with the moon, that it's squaring Uranus. That is a this old intuitions, this energy of I want to be the queen in there. that it's got in there. I want to rule. I want to do this sneaky thing so I can get what I want. The universe is not going to let you, and that is going to be because he sees everything. That it comes in with the sextile between Uranus and Neptune, talking about right in here. But as you see it right here, the moon and Venus, they have divine energies with Neptune. Basically, that is a mother-daughter visions inside of you, but also internally in yourself. That is a represents the princess that it's maturing of the balance, but she's got this energy of the moon that it's coming like you need to control. The old paradigm is you need to control the man. The man is a man. He have to work with his authority. At the same way, the man has to understand to work with the feminine authority. And that is how the balance is made. But those are the learnings, those are learning processes in there. So talking about in the next hour, Midheaven is going to be with Venus. Has been in a few days in a row right now, and look at it in this energies in their ascendant is at Sag, but it's going to be squaring Neptune. Fogginess is going to be coming in, but it's going to look at that intuitions in there. Is what do you need to choose? What kind of road you're going to take? You're going to take the synchronizations energies and find a different ways to talk, or you're going to find the synchronizations energies of internal visions through the intuitions that you have to develop the proper balance. This is a very good time for healing mother-daughter situations, evolving from daughter to mother situations. Very, very good moments because of this. It's kind of like ending the old stuff so the new things can begin. All right. So talking about the next hour, the midheaven is going to be at Scorpio. Challenges come rise up because that midheaven right here, that work in the shadow is going to come in. It's going to trigger the moon at Leo, and it's going to be opposing Uranus. Usually that is at a time when because I have to put my will, because I have to say, because I am the queen, I am the one who you should listen because I said so. All kind of like these situations of the intuitions, they're gonna go against the universe, and some of the people gonna find out this within the shadow. And doing it this, you're damaging yourself, but you're damaging others. The only way it is to get is to see that this is not proper energies in there. It's an old paradigm, old template, and to that old template, you go ahead and see what is the new template that you need to develop inside of you so that template is not passing anymore as a generation or generational karma. And there, don't forget about it that currently the south node, which is what you did in the past, it is in Libra. What did you do in the past? Balance in there. Okay, it's only 5 degrees from Venus as it right now, while the new north node is in Aries. That it tells you I have to do these things on my own. I have to get in on myself. I have to respect myself, but at the same time I have to respect on the basis of what I did with others, and I need to do and develop myself. Because the development of self begins in Aries. You're trying that somebody can tell them, don't try to tell something to Aries and tell them you cannot do this or so on and so on. Or try to change their mind. It's not working. Hasn't been working. If they make up their decisions to do the things in there, that is a kind of like the stubbornness. But sometimes this stubbornness is progressive. The thing it is the negative stubbornness that creates the issue. So if you have something in Aries in there, take a look at your chart or ask for consultation. So, talking about those energies here in the next hour, the ascendant is going to be pretty much together with Pluto, and that is going to be affecting the situations within Venus. Talking about, but other than that, mostly the energies they are going to be focusing off that inner work of what am I restricting or what am I restricting from? Why cannot be doing what I'm feeling that I should do? And situations and goes on. You need to understand Saturn is not only the restrictor, he's also a karmic ruler. He's telling you like this is not good for your karma at the moment. You you want to go too much forward. You want to go much and to do things. You want so much someone this and this. No, you cannot. And you have to learn things before you get. You have to be ready. You can't just be on a fruit that just pop out in there, and you have to take your time to grow. Okay, you can't just eat the green small tomatoes that they don't have even taste. You have to become a good red tomatoes to make a salad. That's how that is. And Saturn can prevent a lot of things not happening. So if the things are not happening, look inside of you. Why are they not happening right now? All right. Talking about the next hour, midheaven is going to be with the sun, beautiful energies. The authority is okay in there, but the rising energies that comes in of Aquarius, it's like cannot continue anymore. This king stuff in there cannot be any more controlled. This is talking about an area of positions of this feminine energies that it is in the control, the toxic side of the feminine energies I'm talking about mostly. We're talking about this because that square with Uranus, who is in Taurus, that's masculine energies of Taurus. You're trying to control the bull. Well, you can control the bull to a certain point until he gets angry. After that, God bless your soul. You need to understand something about the Taurus energies. That the Taurus, when you crossing a certain barrier, certain paths with it, you're basically dead. You may be alive, but for them, you are just non-existence. So don't go to this point inside of you of yourself, and don't try to get this energy if somebody is like this. Just seek your internal peace. But those Aquarius Leo's energies, they're gonna be intense. They're gonna be intensified. This conflict in there. So be mindful around noon. What do you do? Okay, very mindful. And we're talking about the next hour, which is going to be at 1 o'clock. Midheaven, it's going to be at Sag as you see it. The Ascendant is going to be at Pisces. Divine energies are going to be focus of this, what mothering daughter situations is going to be. So a lot of divine lessons there. It needs to be there. What are you valuing more? Money, growth, this fame, status, social status, however, or your relationship about love and balance within yourself. And this is gonna be kind of like a coming out. This is gonna be a lot of spoken truth since the midheaven it's in Sag. You guys know Sag is a expression, okay? And the Sagittarius, those are the writers, the painters, the journalists, the TV reporters, the cinema makers, the sculptures, any way you can do expressions is there. So without been talking about this art, some people are gonna have a hard time to express this. But if you find a way to expressing it this, specifically with that going into the mysteries, going to deep from within internal selves, this is gonna be an energy that your intuitions is gonna be developed with your feminine energies under the divine order. And since Jupiter is very good positions with the masculine energies, which is the authority of the sun, and Mars, a lot of growth. There is a lot of potentials of that growth of this moment, of this hour. And we're talking about the next hour, ascendant. It's already at pretty much together with the north node opposing the south and Venus, and you see that lack of transformations. I mean, lack of transformations could be two different things. number one, whatever you listen from others and you feel in the programming, you can use that energy and resist that programming, resisting that change. But if you're resisting the change that comes in from the universe in there, that it's also going to be resisting on your end. What do you need to do though? You need to look at it through your own limitations. You need to have clarity of the proper work that you need to do from within yourself. And that is going to leading to this angel wings in there. I'm talking about this trine between Saturn and Venus, which is beautiful for this time. I'm talking about the sextile with Mercury right here, who is coming down into the North Node and the Ascendant, and that goes back into Saturn. So there is this kind of like an infinity sign, some sort, what we call it angel wings. And during those angel wings in there, you're going to be taking the flight by you understanding not to take the old programming, but also not to prevent yourself from the new one to comes in. And this is why the blockages is there like an energy. So you can choose the right thing for you. Hopefully you do. And we're talking about the next hour. You do it, man, you do it, you see it. Okay? We're talking about midheaven. It's very close to Pluto. You got that transformations going. Pluto is very good with Uranus in there. It's very good with Neptune. It's very good with the moon. And as you see it, there is a little bit like a pentacle right here between the green and the blue colors in there. That is your success. You put the intuitions in the right point. But what happens if you don't? What happened if you in the past hours you didn't did what you were supposed to do? Here's what's going to happen. The moon is going to be agitated in there. That the things in the material world doesn't say it. It's like you're not doing nothing. It's your fault. It's kind of like a personal blame about that energy is right here going towards Saturn, and Saturn squaring Mars can agitating the warrior within. Don't cause the problems in there for it, and then blame the other side. Usually that energy is not going to be leading to anything good, whether the actual energies that it's presenting the most is about to reach the balance, to reach the understanding, and to resolve the things personally first before you point fingers to other people. All right, so talking about the next hour, I mean, gosh, you're doing it this, you're resolving a lot of situations. As you see it, Pluto is in divine energies with the moon is in divine energies with Neptune, and Neptune is divine energies with Venus. Everything begins of the proper changes in there. So instead of opposing that, what you need to, you look at it from the experience. What she did, what happened, what it needs to be done, and what it needs to be accomplished in order everything to be the way it's supposed to be with peace and love. But since the ascendant is in Gemini and it's opposing the sun, the authority, whose authority is both individuals. But first is your authority within yourself to decide to work with the divine, to work with the synchronized energies, and to bring the peace within the situations. That way, everyone matures. Everyone matures. That's why the moon is in Leo, to mature. And we're talking about in the next hour here. You see the midheaven is at Aquarius, opposing the moon. That energy of the ascendant that was before, now you're dealing it with exactly those energies. But since the ascendant is beginning at Cancer, that was when the moon entered Cancer, there is these divine energies from Mars and Pluto. You are connecting the dots. Everything is about family. What's the dots though? Here it's the balance, the Venus that makes that beautiful balance right here at Libra. It goes into the visions, to the deep mysteries. Then it's going down to the moon, to the intuitions from within yourself that tells you what you need to change. And all that change is about the family. Everything is about the family because the warrior protects the family. But the warrior inside of you, you also has to grow. Once the growth happens inside of you, that growth it's gonna empower authority and the warrior within inside of you. That is gonna bring more and better things inside of the family. That is gonna be continued to do this transformations, deep, deep transformation work that needs to be done. It's gonna be work with the intuition Sun Leo that it's not only about kingdom and characters and so on, but also to look within the depth of why you're doing like this. Testing your Leo season here, and that energy is going back and turns everything to love. And during this 5 o'clock energies, there's going to be some a lot of going on. So between 4 and 6, see what's going on in there. Because later on at 6 o'clock, I'm talking about now, right here, as you see, that ascendant is very powerful between the masculine energies, the masculine growth. You're not to take anything less, but to do the right actions. Right actions. Okay? Midheaven, it's in Pisces, looking at from it in the depths of the mysteries. Yeah, you're going to be challenging in there. Usually, the masculine energies, they're not going to look astrology, they're not going to look books, they cannot get informed, they cannot go dive deep within the problems. From them, they look at the problem on the surface. If they can fix it on the surface, good and great. Very, very self-educated divine masculine energies are the one who study the depths of themselves. Okay? But the one who does, they do it for the divine purpose. That's what it's called, divine masculine. I mean, you see at the charts right now talking about these Pisces and talking about these mysteries, and there's gonna be coming in asking should receive. He ask for answers. He asking for a growth. He asking for confirmations. This beautiful energy, this yacht right here towards Neptune. Neptune is gonna be a very powerful. You might, you might even gonna have some like deja vu, daydreaming. Let me explain the daydreaming. You are here at this place at this time, and all of a sudden you're shifting a different reality. Something is projecting on the front of you, like a screen, like a movie, but everything feels real. Some of this, it's gonna come into some of you, and that is gonna tell you how much is the power of that energies. This is usually when the king and the queen decide and find out there is a more than the meet the eye. There is a more than the hand can hold. And there is going to be a more than ruler to just rule and have. You also have to do other things like compassion, create protections of its people, and mature. So talking about in the next hour, the ascendant goes into Leo. That's gonna be kind of like okay, I'll give money to the poor and so on, but what is gonna left for me? Kind of like a material situations in there. Yeah, you gotta grow in there. You can't just take. Sometimes you have to give, and when you give in there, then you can be able to receive. But if you're full cup, you have to take some of your cup in order something to get in your cup. The question is if your cup is empty, what can you give? Nothing. And that is going to be a lesson of learning of proper give and receive and there for some of you. And talking about these energies that it's coming in because of this midheaven, with Chiron, the wounded healer in there, it's going to be connecting within the authority. Those are the people who give, 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 and they have nothing else to can give on there. But you're learning the lessons that the giving, you also have to have limits. You also have to have limits. Talking about in the next hour that it's going to be this oppositions with Venus and Pluto. Now you're working that deep energies again. And it's like, oh my God, what are you talking about right now? Yes, but that is going to be leading to something very powerful. You're going to be learning a new beginnings of the material understanding. Just because you have a house, just because you have a place to live, just because you can sleep together in a bed with your partner, and so on and so on, that's not a home yet. Mm-mm. If your soul is not at peace with the person next to you in that apartment, in that castle, if you want. What's the big deal? You have the castle. Take it as it is, because it is what it is. And talking about this in the next hour, man, midheaven there, it's in Taurus, and there it's gonna be telling your authority all about this. The question is, your feminine energies are gonna be looking in that. Usually, those are the feminine energy who lost everything after they had everything. And that is about what did I did that I lost everything. Don't repeat the same thing. Grow from this. Learn from the lesson. It's not a sentence, it's a lesson. You guys know that quote, the flocking around the Facebook. It's not a life sentence, but a lesson. Take that lesson, learn it, and sure. And since the ascendant is going to be together within the moon is going to be rising on the horizon. You're probably going to be going out around 10 o'clock at night. You're going to see it. She's going to be rising, or she's already been rised up a little bit, whatever you are, into the earth in there. But the moon is going to be ready to shift into Virgo. Now, here you're going to learn the things that you need to heal as intuition. Because if your intuitions were working on a base of programming old templates and old programming, now you have to unlearn this, and that unlearning create that learning actions that you did before because you did not know things. Now, when you have to let it go of the pain you caused because things that you did in the past, so you have to be forgiving yourself, and this is gonna be a lot going on tomorrow. All right, and at 11 o'clock, the ascendant is going to be at Virgo, tells you what you need to heal. The masculine energies at the first glance and your own limitations because you did something because you did not know. Whose fault was that? They can blame society, can blame people, but you also need to understand the power of educating yourself is within yourself. The biggest power you can ever have. It's self-education, and that is in Leo. That's what the moon that it's there right now. The intuitions, it's telling you all these problems, so you can self-educate yourself and mature. That's the fifth house, the house of the kids growing. All right, guys, that's all I had for you tonight. Thank you guys for so much for being here. Thank you for watching. Hopefully that report helps you in your life. And come back tomorrow for another astro gravitational report. Be love, guys.